8 foods to prevent polyps in the colon to lower the risk of bowel cancer. Over 1 in 4 people develop colon polyps over the age of 50, and this is more common in men. Polyps are these tumour-like growths in the intestines or bowels. Some of these can become cancerous and are the main cause of bowel cancer. If you have polyps, you may experience these symptoms. You may have a small amount of mucus or blood in your stool. You could have long-term constipation or diarrhea. Or you may have a constant achy pain in your abdomen because a polyp may be obstructing your bowel. However, it's important to note that most people do not show any signs and symptoms whatsoever. Therefore, it is highly recommended to get a colonoscopy between the ages of 40 to 50 every few years to make sure that there are no polyps. If these are caught early on, they can easily be removed during the colonoscopy painlessly, which reduces the risk of bowel or colon cancer. You see polyps grow in your bowel when the colon cells start to multiply more than they should. This can be caused by mutations in genes, hormonal imbalances, smoking, being overweight, or generally just having poor gut health. In today's video, we will be exploring the top 8 foods to consume that help to prevent polyps from forming in your colon and also help to prevent existing polyps from becoming cancerous. Just a quick reminder, this video is for educational purposes only, so do speak to your doctor if you have any medical concerns. The first item on my list is sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is a type of fermented cabbage that's loaded with friendly bacteria which help to protect the cells in your colon from acting abnormally. Sauerkraut is both a probiotic and a prebiotic food, which means that it helps to boost the amount of friendly microbes that live inside your colon, and these help to protect against polyps. Eating this 3 times per week as a side dish is a great way to reduce inflammation in the digestive system, prevent leaky gut syndrome, and lower the risk of bowel cancer. The second food is bone broth. Inside your gut, there is a protective mucus barrier that is designed to prevent toxins and harmful bacteria from penetrating the cells of your colon. In many people, however, this mucus layer has become damaged due to eating too many refined foods, breads, sugar, alcohol, and medications. This is where bone broth comes in. Bone broth made from boiled chicken, beef, or fish bones is loaded with glutamine, an amino acid that helps to strengthen the mucosal barrier in your gut and therefore prevent certain types of polyps from growing. You can make this very easily in a stew at home, or you can use grass-fed bone broth powders available in health food stores and online. The third food is garlic. Start eating raw and cooked garlic on a regular basis to help support the overall health of your gut. Garlic contains a type of soluble fiber which the friendly microbes in your gut ferment and use to make energy. As a byproduct of fermenting this fiber, short-chain fatty acids are released into the colon, and these directly feed your colon cells, significantly lowering the risk of cancer and developing polyps. Garlic is also loaded with a compound called allicin, which is one of the most powerful natural antiviral, anti-cancer, and antibacterial compounds in the world. If you're finding this information helpful at all, please hit the like, subscribe, and turn all notifications on to stay updated with my latest health and nutrition tips. Now, number 4 is apple cider vinegar. To lower the risk of forming polyps, to prevent acid reflux, to improve digestion, and to help your body absorb more nutrients, start using apple cider vinegar regularly. You can mix 1 tablespoon in a glass of water and drink this before a meal, or you can simply mix it with a little extra virgin olive oil to make a very delicious salad dressing. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, another type of short-chain fatty acid which lowers inflammation in the colon and can also directly feed your colon cells to make them healthy. Next up is watercress. Certain genes such as p53 play a role in controlling how your cells divide and die and regenerate inside your body, including the colon. And these genes also help to prevent the cells from turning into cancer. However, these genes can sometimes mutate because you've been eating too many junk foods, you're under a lot of stress, or you've been exposed to too much ultraviolet radiation. This can significantly raise the risk of polyps becoming cancerous, and that's where watercress comes in. Watercress contains a natural phytonutrient which helps to protect your genes, which in turn protect your cells from turning into cancer or multiplying too quickly and forming polyps. Next up is herbs and spices. It's also recommended to start eating a mixture of herbs and spices that have proven anti-cancer properties, and also those which prevent the formation of colon polyps. Turmeric, for example, contains curcumin, an ingredient which inhibits a growth factor that triggers polyps. I also recommend ginger, basil, parsley, and oregano to enjoy similar benefits. Up next is a very powerful probiotic called Kefir. Kefir is similar to yogurt, except it's much easier to digest, and it's made from fermented cows, goats, or sheep's milk. This is one of the richest probiotic foods in the world, which helps to quickly boost the friendly bacteria and also the friendly yeasts that live in your gut, in order to protect the cells from mutant genes. Try eating a serving of kefir with some fresh berries a few times a week for a delicious and healthy treat that has been shown to help protect your DNA from oxidative damage. Number 8, in my opinion, is one of the healthiest combination foods in the world: kimchi. Kimchi is a traditional Korean dish made from fermented radish, chili, ginger, onions, and cabbage, and is one of the healthiest foods in the world. The vegetables are simply brined in salt to kill any bad bacteria, and then they're crushed in a jar and covered for a few days until they have fermented to form probiotics. The friendly microbes that already exist in vegetables eat any sugar from the vegetable and breaks down their cell structure, so the existing nutrients are more bioavailable and easier for you to absorb. It's also true that each of the ingredients in kimchi all have amazing properties for supporting gut health. And as a bonus, it's also loaded with vitamin C, which supports the mucous membranes in your colon and therefore helps to protect against polyps and cancer. Kimchi is also one of the best foods to help your liver in detoxifying harmful, cancer-causing substances out of your body, like alcohol, pesticides, heavy metals, etc. Finally, as a bonus, I'd like to talk to you about the unknown benefit of grass-fed red meat. If you want to take care of your gut, it's very important to eat higher quality meats that have been grass-fed rather than grain-fed. Grass-fed beef is a very rich source of conjugated linoleic acid, which has been shown to reduce damage to the mucosal layer in the colon, and also it can support your immune system to prevent cancer and tumours from forming in your gut. Grass-fed beef is also rich in easily absorbable heme iron, which helps to prevent inflammatory bowel disease and anemia. And beef also contains coenzyme Q10, an antioxidant used by every cell in your body, which can also help to protect against certain types of cancer. Now that you've learned all about which foods to eat, let's explore 5 lifestyle tips you can follow to prevent colon polyps and bowel cancer from forming. 1. Cut back on grains, flour, sugar, and grain-based foods like bread, cereals, wheat, barley, popcorn, pastries, crackers, biscuits, etc. Grains are loaded with gluten, which causes damage to the cells in your bowels and intestines. They also contain phytates, which can block you from absorbing certain minerals, like iron for example. 2. Replace these inflammatory grains with anti-inflammatory types of vegetable fiber by eating a broad spectrum of healthy plant foods like cabbage, cucumber, artichoke, okra, olives, pickles, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, arugula, radish, mustard greens, and beets. 3. Feed your colon cells using the foods that I've talked about in this video, especially kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi. The probiotics will help to protect and heal the lining of your bowel and help to trigger programmed cell death to prevent cells from becoming cancerous. 4. Try to eat all of your food for the day in a 6-hour window, such as between the hours of 12 to 6 p.m. Drinking only water outside of these hours. You can still eat the same amount of calories that you normally would, just do this in your chosen eating window. Fasting for 18 hours helps your gut to clean out any undigested food, and it also allows your friendly microbes to thrive and become more diverse. And 5. Stay active and expose your skin to the sunshine for 45 minutes a day to boost your vitamin D levels. This will help to modulate your immune system to prevent the development of cancerous cells. To learn more about the top 8 probiotic-rich foods in the world for better gut health, go ahead and tap on this video on the screen now. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and as always, I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.